con go in luôn đi.
Must be pretty late if you're like strict if you're late now.
You just want to make a fool of yourself in the part of here.
Yeah, that's all good. Here you go. Không có đem thêm.
Yeah, mine's too loose. Like, I want it to be like.
I guess have the seats over here.
I like that. It doesn't like roll.
It's not the wake.
Nice to meet you. I'm Kat.
Nice to meet you. Yeah. My mom, she's got the Asian tourist camera. Exactly. Hi. Mom, this is Mac. Oh, you got it going. Hi.
Nice to meet
Nice
you,
to
Mac.
meet you. There's the mom.
Good
to meet you. Wow. Wow.
Come to Texas.
My dad right here.
Hi.
Oh, my best to meet you. My dad.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Richard.
Absolutely. And this is Absolutely. You guys have a seat right there? Please, come on in.
Did you meet his mom?
Yeah. You look sharp.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. You only have one or two? Just a ketchup stain. Yeah. Everybody's got two. Why do you go in? Good conduct. Good conduct. That's right. Direct back, right? Yeah. Take it back.
It's like long your mom.
Yeah. How was your flight?
Wonderful.
Was it? Well, we look forward to you guys tomorrow. You know.
I miss you.
You came by the house? Oh, for here. I was at the doctor.
Yeah. She's ready to manage. She's like,
She's getting the house.
sorry.
The cleaning and the...
I don't even know what the guard course. There's not much going on. Or you know, you think about it. If she recorded the entire day, you spend 3 days here. She's gonna spend 3 days at home too.
You got your swimming suit?
Yes.
You got your swimming suit, guys?
Yes.
Pool time tomorrow. You and me will sit at the bar.
My dad's not a lightweight though. That's why my dad's not a lightweight.
Neither is mine.
My sister and my dad are lightweights, but my mom and I are lightweights. That's right.
Are you?
No, Terry has like 2 beers and he's
I'm red.
red.
And we're actually gonna have some drinks afterwards. I don't know if they told you guys. We're gonna have some drinks.
you'll get a.
Oh, here? At this one?
Yeah, apparently got more.
Yeah, I know. We used to come here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, the house.
Oh, so cute. Very sad. And the dog is like, oh, cuddling with us.
In the bar?
Yeah, in this building.
Club.
Something like that. And I was like, what? It was so cute.
She loves
And
everybody.
then this whole morning I'll show them around the base, but
But she knows she's in the park.
Yeah.
She's
they're
more
from
likable.
California, especially like
Yeah, but it's humid though.
it's humid.
Yeah, it's humid.
They're like all
Slaps you in the face right when you walk out. It's like,
laid,
Yeah.
Running into the car.
I'm gonna go out today. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going back
But
in.
it's not like 97 too. You know, it's hot.
It is.
So, and being close to the water. And it's hazy, they said. Salt in the air, and I'm going, salt?
In the Saharan, the sands are blowing, so it's making it harder to breathe between the sea salt and the sands coming in.
Well, that happens every year. It goes across Asia. I used to be in Korea when they used to have the sand coming from
Chastain, yeah.
and it all anyway, the flight was good.
Yeah, well, we got delayed, but only like an hour or so.
Where at?
We got delayed, actually getting to Houston.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then because it was delayed, we missed our connection. So we got on a later flight. But it worked out because we were on the same flight with Philip at the end. So we just had to make one choice because all our books were.
That's good.
It was very nice. Yeah. That's good.
First time in Texas?
Yeah. We got out the plane and we're like, oh man, the humidity, this makes Vegas even tolerable. Because you know, Vegas is just hot, but there's no humidity, so it's good.
But when you got into Corpus, did they have the welcome people downstairs? When you went to get baggage? They didn't have them?
It's kind of late.
Yeah,
Usually have them with the cowboy hats on.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We missed that part.
And in San Antonio, they
San
always
Antonio. But you didn't go into San Antonio.
Wow. That's cool.
Okay. You look very nice.
Oh, thank you so much. Everything is great.
So do I record
Everything's wet.
Brand new.
Oh,
So I gotta be like a creep and kind of.
The dress that I chose her look matches Kelly's. I had no idea, but there's always like this
Okay.
colorful, navy gold.
I'm just gonna get Terry in the back.
But she got Kelly's dress.
yeah, it's pretty.
Palms off like that.
You match.
I know.
You guys match.
Because you know what? Terry picked this dress out. He said, wear this dress.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I
okay.
picked this
Terry's
dress
in the
out.
scene.
It's snowing.
This is the director's cut right here, the commentary.
Oh, we have a like a black one.
So Terry's telling Kelly's mom she brought
How'd you guys all sleep last night in that little bungalow, man?
It's a nice. We all had a bed, so it was awesome.
You
No
were
one was
okay?
on the floor.
It's comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sophie woke them all up this morning.
Oh yeah, she pounced on all of us like an alarm.
God, when she barks, man, you look at that little dog and say, that comes from her? It's loud, you know?
She was sleeping with all of them this morning.
So you're bringing them what, tomorrow?
Party.
Congratulations.
We have the money to do more stuff.
Seriously?
What? Dude, right when I walked in, your mom just like grabbed me.
This is what's gonna drain me.
Oh, you still want to do this? I thought you wanted to say that.
Mom, yeah, Mom has memory. We have memory. We got like 5 memory cards. We have 5.
That's nice. That's neat.
Yeah, it's sturdier.
Okay. Okay.
Too much to drink.
Oh yeah. That's why she's gonna do holding it the whole night.
Yeah. I know. Get me a beer right now, so I don't have to.
Alright, why don't we take the picture of the parents?
Yeah. Parents.
Stand
Should we get that side or blind?
just
All right. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. All right. One more. Okay. One more. 1, 2, 3.
Once Kelly comes back,
Sorry.
1, 2, 3.
So cute.
Oh, you weren't looking, sir. Yeah, you did. All right, one more. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
We'll wait for Kelly to get. No, wait, we're waiting for Kelly.
Huh? You guys want to come in and sit down?
Mom, my man, what's up there? Where should Philip and Richard be? They're gonna be recording, so they can stay out of the way.
I'll sit at the edge. Sit at the edge. No, we don't want to stand, but like, what would be a good spot to sit?
You guys got who's sitting here? Are you guys sitting here? You guys sit.
No, this is the row for us. This row right here.
This is for you.
It's for the yeah.
Okay.
The
So
grad
that-
semester right there. So I guess. Well, it's only getting ready to go land actually. It's the second time. It's like 100 degrees outside. Yeah, I mean, we get mixed.
I can tell dark, you know, yeah. For sure. Hairstyle.
Awesome. Yeah.
Hi. No, I'm Lourdes. Hi, I'm Cass. I see so many pictures of you guys. And Snapchat. What?
Good to see you guys. Hey. Doing well. Yeah, I guess it's
It's next to you. Do you want another seat? First up
Yeah. What do you guys?
Totally looking at friends. Yeah, take us. We have
There you go.
Got it. I can't see out of the eye thing.
Well, like this dummy right here is like
I'll let you behind you there.
Oh yeah, with the flag. Yeah, that's good. 1, 2, smile. One more. 1, 2. Oh, that's so good. Okay, I'll send it to you.
oh my goodness.
Nah, that's chest candy right there. That's chest candy right there.
Yeah, it's
He's prior. Prior listed. He went listed and went through the officer program. Oh, did
So take a picture, sorry.
I guess so. I saw
1, 2, 3.
okay. Sorry.
Say, like, it looks like it's really
Lovely.
Yeah.
That is so cool. We're lucky having you.
Oh, you're lucky having you guys too. Be fun.
Come up here where we can see you, where you'll be on the video and where I can catch you in the still images. So they're going to pin your wings.
Look when you started.
When you start with video, video and
Skippers, XOs, family, friends, and guests. I'm Captain Austin. I'd like to welcome you to NAS Corpus Christi. We're here today to recognize the hard work and dedication of these officers who are about to receive their wings of gold. Today's ceremony is the culmination of a dream that through perseverance and great effort has come to fruition. We, the instructor pilots and staff, held them to high and exacting standards as they completed this final phase of training. It is with great pride that we present them to you to participate in this time-honored tradition. After today's ceremony, they will be called Naval Aviators, an elite group of men and women who are committed to serving and defending their country around the world at a moment's notice. To begin today's ceremony, Father John Vidal, chaplain, will provide the invocation.
Let us pray. Ever faithful God, source of all wisdom and understanding, thank you for all that you teach us daily. We're especially thankful for all that you have taught the class 1619 during their time of study and training. May the knowledge that has been imparted by the instructors expand and be applied throughout their aviation career. Grant each new pilot wisdom, discernment, and compassion as they lead and inspire others throughout their naval career. Father, bless their families. Reassure each family of your presence, love, and care for them as they support their loved one in this new journey. Lord, continue to bestow your blessings upon the Commodore, each commanding officer and the instructors for their commitment and dedication to producing professional naval aviators. Finally, Sovereign Lord, may you grant safety and protection to our fellow sailors and Marines who are serving in harm's way even now. For it is in your name I pray. Amen.
I would now like to introduce Commander Gage, Commanding Officer, Training Squadron 31.
Good afternoon. I'd like to introduce my Executive Officer, Commander Juan Carlos Payeras. On behalf of all the men and women of VT31, I'd like to welcome you down here to Corpus Christi, Texas. I'd like to thank you all for participating in this tremendous milestone that these men and women have achieved today. We understand that this is a team sport. We know that although they've worked very hard and they've done a lot of studying and a lot of training and a lot of flying to achieve this milestone, we understand that it would not have been without your love and support for them to get here. You guys helped them before they became student naval aviators. You helped them through this entire process. And it's your love and support that's going to steel their resolve and give them the strength necessary as they go forward to do our nation's bidding. Thank you all very, very much, and I hope you enjoy the program.
Commander Hodge, Commanding Officer, Training Squadron 35.
Good afternoon, welcome to South Texas. I would like to also introduce my very good-looking Executive Officer, Lieutenant Colonel Mike Murphy. It's truly an honor and a privilege to be present here at what for many is the culmination of a lifelong dream. I too would also like to thank all the parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, family, and friends for imbuing such incredible character traits and values in the young men and women to my right. We may have taught them how to fly, but in the end it was you who taught them how to be successful. Thank you, enjoy the ceremony.
Lieutenant Colonel Amigo, Executive Officer, Marine Aviation Training Support Group 22.
Good afternoon. I want to first off apologize for my attire, but I am matching my picture, so that's me. On behalf of my boss, Colonel Hassel, who is unfortunately he's here on base and is just out of retirement for a Marine after 22 years, just down the way, and was unable to make it here. He may sneak in later on this afternoon. But on behalf of my boss, the Marines, and the staff of MANSEC 22, we want to first off recognize that you all are excited, just as excited as our wingers here to my right are. And so we want to recognize that and say thank you very much for your support, and congratulations to you all, and welcome to South Texas. For our wingers, the Marines don't get an opportunity to really talk to the wingers as a whole, so we want to say, of course, congratulations. A lot of hard work and dedication has gone towards getting this, about to get your new ornaments, your new jewelry. So we want to say, again, congratulations on your hard work. One piece of advice, or one seed I want to plant with all of you all, is at some point in time in your young careers, maybe not now, a couple of years from now, take these hard wings you're about to get and look at it and reflect. I don't want you to reflect on your time here in flight school, that one hard flight, that solo you did. I want you to reflect on the organization, the fraternity you're about to join. And there's a very small and few of us that get to wear the wings that you're about to put on, right? A small fraternity. They make movies, they make TV shows, and it's an iconic wing ornament that's across all of aviation across the world. And you're about to inherit a pair of these wings, right? You may be a part of a long lineage, maybe in your family. You might be just one, and the only one in your family that's going to get to wear these wings. So at some point in time, take time to reflect and realize the club that you're about to join. So congratulations, Semper Fi and good luck. Rob.
The Corpus Christi Chamber of Commerce has been a long-standing supporter of the local military community and have donated the Wings of Gold for each wing ceremony for many years. I'd now like to introduce Preston Cook, Deputy to the Commander of Corpus Christi Army Depot.
everybody in the community is very proud of you. Since 1941, the Chamber of Commerce Foundation has provided these wings of gold that you will receive today. In addition to the great accomplishment these wings represent, I hope these wings will also help you recall good memories of your time in Corpus Christi. You will always be a member of our community. I hope you will return to Corpus Christi someday in the future like many of your predecessors. Again, congratulations to you, good luck, and may God bless you in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Now to the man who oversees all flight training here at Naval Air Station Corpus Christi. I'd like to introduce Captain Charles Hayden, Commodore, Training Air Wing 4.
So again, good afternoon. Welcome to South Texas, sunny, hot, windy South Texas, for those of you that are out of town. But anyway, we are very, very excited that you're here for such a special occasion and milestone in these aviators' lives. So I'd like to personally thank the COs and XOs that are here today and our MATSIC representative as well for the time and effort that their instructors and everybody puts into what you will see today as these aviators get their wings. Huge amount of effort and again, love and support and everything that you all have done in their careers to get them to this point is a very, very testament of what we have as a reflection of y'all here. So my wife couldn't make it today, but I got my son here from College Station up in A&M that's visiting, and a few friends of his from A&M that are up in the Dallas area. So come on, a round of applause at least. Have a good looks contest here in a minute. Anyway, again, Chaplain Jacks, thanks for coming over today and giving us those words of wisdom and being here for today. So, Lieutenant Commander Baker's in the back. He's done this about 186 times or something for setting up this program today for you. So, again, thanks for him and the team to make this effort for us. So, Mr. Cook just referenced 1941, if you heard that from the Chamber of Commerce. Pretty impressive for that track record of the community and the Navy here in this area and what all's happened since then. So little history lesson for you. I'll keep it short because we're here for something really important. But anyway, 1941, if you think back, that's the time in May that NAS Corpus Christi got commissioned. Roughly had about 800 instructor pilots, and we were putting out about 300 student naval aviators a month. So if you can imagine that back then during the war, that's what was going on around here. And here we are still doing it today. Not to those numbers, but I can tell you, very, very impressive feat. So at the time, this base was called the world's largest training facility when all that was going on, all the way up to about 1943. So first winging, that took place in a little bit later of 41. And some of our distinct, okay, pretty impressive individual as well, went through the same program. And then he's got this guy named a buddy, Neil Armstrong, who decided, hey, let's go to the moon and see what that's all about, right? Again, very distinguished guests and folks that have gone through the program. I'll touch on a local that we had here, a gentleman by the name of Ensign John Waldron. Okay, so right out here out the front gate we have Waldron Road, and that's also where one of our outlying fields is named after a John Waldron. You might have heard of him. You can Google it up, but VT-8, Torpedo Squadron 8, went and made a significant mark in history during the Battle of Midway. Went off in his entire squadron, 20 airplanes. All of them got shot down, but they're the ones that off the Hornet decided to go out on a whim and talk about and find the Japanese fleet, and which ultimately came down to sinking 3 of the 4 carriers. So go Google Ensign John Waldron and what came of that. Some of you also see in there that Ensign John Gay was the one lone survivor out of that whole group, that whole squadron. So again, pretty impressive on the folks that come out of this program. Then we move on to, about 1945, a guy by the name of Bob Barker. Who knows that? There's folks. Another individual we're going to touch on has to do with the USS Lexington right here downtown. His name was Ensign Ferruccio, Alex Ferruccio, and he's another one that you can go Google. So basically, he was flying out here on NAS Corpus Christi, had an airplane, forgot to put the gear down. It's kind of important, right? Didn't put the gear down, kind of landed, got out of it, survived. Oh, what happened? I don't know. It was an airplane issue. No, you forgot to put the handle down, right? So he goes and gets up to this TRB, which is a training review board, and they voted 3-0 to get rid of him, right? And then that recommendation went up to maybe the Commodore, maybe the Admiral, not sure who it was. But anyway, thank goodness that first flight off the deck that he had, that was all in the Marianas turkey shoot, if you know what that is. Anyways, comes back, and then lo and behold, he ends up being the 4th highest ace of the Navy. So. Game show host, okay, a couple astronauts. Anyway, what I tell you though is the program that these men and women have been through is the best in the world. We have international partners that come over here and get trained by these 2 squadrons, and again, very, very successful, and quite an honor to do that. So, my very personal congratulations to each and every one of you to get to this milestone. I can tell you though, it's only a start. Okay, it only gets harder, and but also my personal thanks for you raising your hand to serve. Okay, this society is probably less and less on people like yourselves who are willing to serve, and now you're going to be part of that fraternity to go out and continue to serve and protect what we have today. So congratulations, my very best to each and every one of y'all in the fleet. So thank you.
Recognize the military friends and family of our wingees. Will all military veterans, past, present, please rise. Thank you for your service to our country. T. Ellison was ordered to report to the Glenn H. Curtis Aviation Camp in North Island. As the first naval aviator, over the next few years, the expanding cadre of naval aviators desired a distinguishing device similar to that worn by the Army Air Corps aviators as early as 1913. The record's a bit obscure, but an official Navy letter to the supply officer at Naval Air Station Pensacola dated November 21st, 1917, said to authorize the selection of the, quote, higher-priced pen. Thus, in December 1917, the Bailey, Banks & Biddle Company of Philadelphia delivered the first lot of Navy wings at a cost of $1.15 each. Naval aviation training is full of adventure, excitement, and challenges. After commissioning, student aviators report to aviation pre-flight indoctrination at Naval Air Station Pensacola, Florida, for a month of academics, water survival, and aviation physiology training. Pictured is the helidunker, which is part of the initial water survival training. Submerges and flips upside down, allowing the students to practice safe underwater egress from a helicopter cabin. On their final attempt, the students are required to swim from their seat through the main cabin door and exit while blindfolded. After API, they move on to primary flight training, learning to fly the T-6 Texan II at Naval Air Station Whiting Field, Milton, Florida, or right here at Naval Air Station Corpus Christi, Texas. At the completion of primary, they submit their, quote, dream sheet, requesting one of 4 pipelines: tailhook, tilt rotor, multi-engine maritime, or helicopter. For the maritime students, or correction, for the Marine students who were selected for tilt rotor, their next stage of training takes place at Naval Air Station Whiting Field in Milton, flying the TH-57, learning the intricacies of helicopter flight with emphasis on learning to hover. The students selected for E2C2 head to either Naval Air Station Meridian, Mississippi, or Naval Air Station Kingsville, Texas, where they learn to fly the T-45 Goshawk. That training culminates with their solo landings on an aircraft carrier. Those who were selected for multi-engine maritime and marine tilt rotor students find themselves at the Navy's only multi-engine training base, Naval Air Station Corpus Christi, Texas. Upon arrival, they hit the ground running with a few weeks of intensive academics, including aircraft systems, weight and balance, weather, and federal aviation flight rules. They put this knowledge to work right away in the simulators, where seasoned civilian instructors prepare the student aviators for their first flight in a multi-engine aircraft. After ground school and initial system simulators, students are placed in the cockpit of either a T-44 or a TC-12 to learn the basics of multi-engine flying during day and night conditions. Just as they start feeling comfortable with the plane, instructors introduce simulated engine failures, flight control malfunctions, and other various emergencies. Remaining calm, cool, and collected, combined with the possession of strong technical knowledge, is crucial in these situations. After the contact stage, students are sent back to the simulator. Students learn how to fly their aircraft under various instrument flight rules. Soon, they'll be navigating an aircraft from airfield to airfield without any need to see the ground. They'll need to perfect these skills in the simulator, because the next step is to put these capabilities to use in the aircraft where there is little room for error. In the plane, students are forced to combine their newly acquired instrument skills with the ability to simultaneously fly the aircraft. Place students in comfortable instrument flight in the plane, they are faced with having to conduct their procedures while dealing with simulated aircraft emergencies. After honing these skills, students are introduced to cross-country operations, in which the instructor and the student travel around the country, learning the essentials of flight planning, flying designated airways, and landing at unfamiliar airfields. After students have proven themselves in the general syllabus, they spread out to train for their respective individual pipelines. Marines start getting the taste of what it means to fly their future aircraft, the KC-130J, or aviation flights only a few hundred feet above the water. Those students headed to fly the E-6 receive an introduction to air refueling, getting them ready to fly a Boeing 707 just 18 feet behind another plane. Without further ado, we'll now conduct the winging portion of the ceremony. I will call up each winger and read a short biography, at which time whoever is pinning on their wings may come up front to join them. The official photographer will ensure the moment is captured. Family and friends, please feel free to take pictures from your seats. There will be an opportunity after the ceremony to take additional photographs, and the photographer will remain after the ceremony for more detailed poses as desired. To present the wings for VT-31, Commander Gage. His follow-on orders are to fly the E-6 Mercury at Tinker Air Force Base, Oklahoma.
Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Very nice. All right.
Lieutenant Junior Grade Robert Marshall, front and center.
Yeah, that's a good spot for pictures. Yeah.
Love tall steps. There you go. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Very good.